Mummy Anubis. Have you heard of this new machine? I'm super excited because they've sent me one here on the Floaty channel. It's another adjustable stroke machine, and I can't tell you how much I love these machines. They're working really, really well. I'm seeing very saturated lines. I might be using them over some of those big name brands. So you're gonna want to watch this. This is Mummy Anubis unboxing, and we'll do a little trial on the silicone. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. All right, let's take a look. Points for creativity with the box. Beautiful little box here from Mummy. It's just Mummy. So what's cool about the Mummy is it goes up to this 4.2 millimeter stroke. So it's 2.2 to 4.2, a little bit higher than 4, like some of the other machines. And let's take a look at it. Should have a nice big grip. Oh yeah. That's a monster grip. Oh yeah. Anubis. I like it. So, yeah, so first thoughts, really nice grip, heavy weighted at the tip, yep. And the grip is bigger than the battery at the widest end there, more or less. It's got this extra little part that juts out here. Maybe it saves a little space vertically because the battery does look slightly shorter than some of the other machines, but it is overall the size of the machine. Do we have that? The weight of this machine is 267 grams, so that's a pretty good amount. So it's definitely heavy. I think that's great for running larger needle groupings and getting a little more punch. So there's the 4.2, nice, looks like a nice clicky slide, clicking into place each time, so you have a very clear tactile feedback. Okay, that's that, and then you probably just hold that, and that changes your needle depth. So you just have this ring around the center of the Anubis that is split in two. You just hold one or the other, either changing the stroke or the needle adjustment. So really just right next to each other and easy to do. So all that's great. Let's take a look at the battery. So I started right up there. At 5 volts, don't have a needle in it right now, so you can't hear it very well, but it looks like it goes in 0.1 increments. So that's great. The panel is large, so it's easy to see. There it says we have a full battery, and it looks like it has a timer as well, and pretty straightforward, on and off. Okay. So the Mummy Anubis is $200. It is available on Amazon or mummytattoos.com. It is a pretty good price for the look of it so far. They're probably saving a little bit of money here. You can see the LCD screen here, so it's a little bit more basic, but it's nice size. And let's see how the rest of it works, because the rest of it is looking pretty cool. I like the name. I actually love the name. I'm a big fan of the Mummy with Brendan Fraser. Okay, moving on. All right, there it is, the Mummy Anubis all wrapped up. Looks pretty cool with the bandage wrap on it. So this is about a 40 millimeter grip, one of the biggest ones I've ever tried on a machine. So it feels good though. I like it. They put the size of it in the correct spot, which is at the tip. When these are being designed, the grip really, for me, I end up holding it down a little bit farther to get the best control. I'm not holding it up here. So when there's a divot here or extra thickness at the top, it's just kind of getting in the way of the top of your hand. You really want the thickness of the grip to be at the bottom, and that's just from trial and error. I wasn't sure which one I would like the most, but after trying a lot of different machines, that is my overall thought, that the thickness of the grip is better at the bottom for comfort of your hand, ergonomics, and effectiveness of lining. So I do like that about this machine. We have a 3-round liner today. We're going to try that first. We also have an 11-round liner, an 11-round shader, and a 15 curve mag. Okay, there. Let's turn on the battery. Starts right up. And just start at 7.5. Let's go. You can hear the stroke changing. Let's see if we can start at this. So definitely a lot more clicky between the stroke lengths. It doesn't look like, yeah. So let's start at a 3.3. It does have a Swiss motor. Really nice soft hit, and looks like it's getting in pretty good. I'm just going to go up a little so I can go faster. Let's see which one's getting in better. Both at 7.5 volts here. Just changed my stroke from 3.3 to 3.7. Yeah, both getting in great on the silicone. Probably don't need past that 3.3 then for the 3 liner. Can play around with the voltage. Going up a little bit to an 8. Feels like it has pretty good control. I feel like the grip is helping me get it in a little straighter, a little more control, even in the wrong settings, if that makes any sense. Yeah, looks like pretty straight lines there with the Anubis. I'm at 7.8 volts at 3.3 for stroke. Okay, ultimately I went back to 3.7 millimeter stroke with this 3-round liner so that I could pull my lines a little bit faster and still get the saturation that I wanted. So it seems like you'll be able to line just fine with small needles, and you'll be able to reduce the hit so that you can also get some softer lines. You can do some softer shading with this. So very nice and versatile. All right, let's try another needle. Let's give it a whirl. The 11-round liner. Okay, let's start in the exact same settings first. 3.7 at 7.5 volts still. And get a little new section here. Just take a look at the line. Having a hard time getting in, you see that? Okay, good. Shouldn't be the same settings. Should we go up in stroke or first in voltage? First, we're gonna go up in voltage. Okay. I'm only up now. Half a stop there. Went up to 8 volts. Seemed like the same stroke length. 3.7. Getting in better now. Definitely getting in. Let's see if I can feel a difference at 4.2. All right, so all I've done here is increase my hit I feel it. All right, so getting a little extra punch, a little extra saturation as well out of that. So that 4.2 is coming in handy already with this 11 round liner, a higher needle grouping. Let's put on the 11 round shader and see how that does as well. So a round shader has a little different orientation of the needles, kind of cover a larger surface of area. So first we are maxed out at 4.2 now. So that is the highest stroke length. Just adjusting my needle depth. I'm gonna check on your stroke after you do that. Make sure it didn't change. All right, we're at 8 volts here. So getting in really well there. At 8 volts, I want to turn it up just to see if I can go faster. Yep. So I'm able to pull this line a little faster now. Pushing, pulling either direction, looking good. Very nice and saturated. The round shader is getting in there well. I can see each individual line. I see a lot of good steadiness in this machine. That's pretty impressive for the price so far, especially. Let's keep playing around with this round shader. I'm going to drop it down to a lower stroke, 3.7. And then I was going to see if that feels better for shading. Yep. Don't want to go too heavy hitting for that. Did turn down my voltage slightly as well. Really nice saturated little dots there. So if you like work with fatty lines and work getting in a lot of black, getting in a lot of higher needle groupings, this mummy might just be in your budget, and it might just be the one that you want to get so that you can have that little extra kick in one of your machines at least. It feels pretty good. Ultimately, I came back down. I came back down to a 3.7, increased my voltage, and was able to pull better lines. So yeah, honestly, like, you're gonna have to play around a little with your machine. On skin, don't assume that all your silicone settings are the same on skin. So it's nice knowing that I can get in the silicone no problem without maxing out the stroke. And generally, it bounces off the surface of the silicone a bit more than skin. All right, round shader, it passed the test, no problem. Let's take a look now at this curved mag. This is a 15 curved mag. What I want to do is see like how soft hitting this machine can be actually. But first, let's just do some regular shading, and I'm at 3.3 right now. I feel like that's fine for shading, 3.3 stroke. And my voltage is at 6.5. Let's see how that works out. Definitely the weight of the machine for shading is a bit more noticeable. Alrighty, so I shaded that heart at 3.3 at 6.5 volts. All right, I'm going to shade the other heart now at 2.8 stroke length. See if I can get a little softer. Definitely feel like it's hitting softer there. Feel like I have a little more control here of how saturated I want to get it now that I've lowered that stroke. It doesn't get as dark as fast, and that is the benefit of having the versatile stroke lengths. All right, so as you can see, we're able to adjust the stroke length, get a softer hit, and then control that shading. And I was able to saturate it a little less with each brush stroke, which is sometimes what you want. You don't want dark shading. So that definitely changed it, and that makes the Anubis quite versatile for the price, especially 200 bucks. All right, I'm at 7 volts at 3.7 stroke now with the same shader. I'll go down to 3.3 now. .8. .4. I can't even feel it on the surface anymore. 2.2. Okay, let's see what we got at 7 volts. Yes, I can see a gradient change. If you slow your hand down too, you're going to get saturation change. But more or less, I do see that the saturation is decreasing, and that hit is getting softer. It looks cool. There you go. It looks cool. That was it. I'm at 7.5 now. I just really want to see that line. I think the best I had there was actually at 3.3. That middle one there looks the most saturated. So now just looking at the line patterning and seeing the control, I feel like the heavy grip is helping me keep it super steady. So you can really see how clear each line is, and it kind of displays how steady this machine is as well. That is the last needle we have for you today, folks. All right, guys, that completes our test of the Anubis by Mummy on the silicone. The Anubis is an amazing machine for $200. It has an adjustable stroke length that goes up to 4.2 millimeters, and it has a big, awesome, heavy grip. Those are my favorite features of this thing, and so I want you guys to know that you can get all that for just $200 on either Amazon or mummytattoos.com. Don't forget to use a link in the description below to support our page. And don't forget to smash. Bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye.